And we move now to another story breaking right now. Embattled Congressman John Conyers has been hospitalized in Detroit for a stress-related illness. A consultant for the 88-year-old Democrat is blaming that stress on what he calls a, quote, media assault. Conyers, who is under investigation by the House Judiciary Committee, is facing allegations that he sexually harassed multiple women who worked in his congressional office. One of those women, Marion Brown, joined us exclusively earlier this morning, along with her attorney, Lisa Bloom. It was the first time that she has spoken out, and we began by asking her how it felt to be coming forward publicly.
Well, it's a sad day. I don't feel good, but I feel determined, and I feel purposeful. I felt compelled to stand up and speak out, to be a voice behind, these allegations that I made. I want everyone to know it was serious. I did it 3 years ago, and Congressman Conyers came out and called me a liar, basically. So I'm here to say that I'm not a liar. There
was a settlement that was paid, and that's the revelation that came out, and that's how it is that people in the public became aware that these allegations were out there. Can you tell me what you say John Conyers did when you were his employee?
Yes. Some of the things that he did were, it was sexual harassment, violating my body, propositioning me, inviting me to hotels with the guise of discussing business, and then proposition me to, for sex. And he's just violated my body. He has touched me in different ways, and it was very uncomfortable and very unprofessional.
You describe a course of conduct over the 11 years that you worked for him. In particular, I know there was a time in 2005, you say you were in a Chicago hotel room. Can you tell me what happened?
Well, it was the same kind of thing. He invited me into the hotel, and he has undressed, down to his underwear. And again, it was the proposition of sexually satisfying him. And
he asked you to do something sexually?
Yes. He asked me to satisfy him sexually. He pointed to areas of genital areas of his body and asked me to, touch it.
And what did you do in that moment?
I was frozen, shocked, and I didn't know what to do. But one thing, I didn't want to lose my job. I didn't want to upset him, and I just and then also he asked me to find other people that would satisfy him. So I just tried to escape, and I live in Chicago, so I just told him I had to leave and go somewhere else. But I did try to. I just didn't know what to do. I just was frozen, and I did tell him that I was not going to do that, and I didn't feel comfortable.
You've said that something like this happened more than once?
Yes, over the years it's happened, and during the years of, say, around 2010, when his wife was away, it got worse. I would get phone calls asking for me to come to hotels, and and different things like that. So this continued on throughout the years.
Did you ever tell any of your superiors?
Yes, there was a time when I reported to who was the chief of staff at that time in Detroit, and so he was my boss.
And what was the response?
He said he would talk to the congressman about it. He felt that he didn't challenge me in disbelief. He said he would talk to the congressman about his behavior, and then I didn't see any change because it continued after that.
Did the chief of staff ever then follow up on you and say, hey, I had that conversation, here's what came of it? Was there any further action as far as you know?
No, he did tell me he had talked to him, but it was up to him, you know, to, but there was no other action formally, like, you know.
You know, Marion, what you describe is obviously extremely disturbing and inappropriate. And I know there will be people watching who say, okay, but you worked for him for 11 years. 11 years. Why didn't you go? Why did you stay?
I enjoyed my job. The congressman is a civil rights icon. When it comes to things he's done, I came to him and worked on prisoner reentry, which is very important, you know, to me. A single mother with 4 kids, I had to raise my kids. You know, I got gratification in the job, servicing the people. It was something that I enjoyed, and I needed an income, so I endured it, you know.
As you mentioned, he has denied these allegations. There was a settlement reached with you, correct? And as part of that settlement, I believe both parties signed some kind of non-disclosure agreement, in essence saying you aren't to speak publicly about these allegations.
I wouldn't assume it's both parties.
Okay. She signed a non-disclosure agreement, correct? Yes?
Yes.
But here you are telling us your story. Are you taking a risk? Has he released you from that agreement?
No, he hasn't released, but I am taking a risk. And the reason why I'm taking a risk, it is important I want to be a voice. You know, my ancestors, my grandmother, you know, my mother, my daughters, you know, my granddaughter. You know, I want her, when she enters the workforce, long when I'm gone, I want her to not have to, you know, endure sexism and gender inequality. And I want to stand up, and I felt it was worth the risk to stand up for all the women in the workforce that are voiceless. You know, that ordinary women like myself with extraordinary challenges working in the workforce that are dominated by men.
And we want to see reforms in the system. I mean, it's more than just about Marion. She endured a ridiculous system. She had to scramble to find an attorney. His attorney was paid for by the taxpayers. She had to go through a cooling off period like she's a child. You know, her complaint to Congress was called a request for counseling, like there's some kind of mental disorder with a woman complaining about sexual harassment. So we would like to speak to the Ethics Committee and the Office of Compliance and make this a better system for everyone.
I have to leave it here, but what do you hope happens to Congressman Conyers? And do you believe he should step down, should resign?
I'm going to leave that up to the Ethics Committee and his colleagues. All I want from the congressman is for him to acknowledge what he did and apologize to me for calling me a liar.
Marion Brown, thank you for being here. Lisa, thank you as well.
Hello Today fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.